I got my degree in criminology from Florida State University, started as a Sarasota police officer in 1987, and went on to the Florida Highway Patrol in 1988 to work for a larger agency and to build my career. I was a state trooper in the Miami-Fort Lauderdale area where I spent 5.5 years, and then promoted from that point on over the course of the next 15 years through different ranks, sergeant, lieutenant, captain, throughout the Panhandle of Florida, back down to Miami, and finished my career in Tampa, overseeing 7 counties when I decided to run for sheriff of my home county, Sarasota, and I got elected in 2008 to the sheriff of Sarasota County. The role of sheriff is awesome. Not only do you get to protect 400,000 citizens of Sarasota County, but more importantly, it's symbolic of law enforcement in Sarasota County. The role of the elected constitutional sheriff is important to the community and what it stands for in the community. And for me, growing up in the community I'm now sheriff is very special. We don't report to anybody but to the citizens, so in a way the citizens, my performance review is conducted by the citizens every 4 years. If they trust the sheriff, if they believe in the sheriff and the direction we're going as a sheriff's office and the service we're giving to the community, just not keeping them safe, but all the ancillary things that we do in Sarasota County other than just patrol and keep people safe and lock people up. We are sometimes the force behind the change that needs to happen, or maybe sometimes the force behind the lobbying efforts to keep change from happening. So we try to protect our state not just through law enforcement, but also through the association and the influence it has in the legislative process. As a young trooper, I got dispatched for a very minor hit-and-run traffic crash that was very benign in my eyes when I got there. Didn't seem like much, but I learned later that as a result of that crash that the lady was 7 months pregnant and her child was stillborn after that, and it devastated her and her husband. And that left a huge impact on me as a 25-year-old young law enforcement officer, that something that was very benign that I was just going to routinely turned out to be much more, and how it affected somebody's lives much deeper than I ever imagined when I got dispatched this very minor hit-and-run traffic crash. And so it put an urgency on me to resolve that very minor crash because of the importance to that family that they had lost their child that she was 7 months pregnant with. So it taught me at 25 that, you know, anytime I got sent anywhere, anything that I do, to remember how it impacts a family, a community, or impacts somebody, because many times we forget about that because some of the calls that we were going to were just pretty routine, but what may be routine to me is not routine to the person that's affected.